Oh, Jesus. I am still so pissed. I've been pissed about this book for at least a week, and I need to make this video about it because I'm still mad about it. This girl just killed her best friend over Minecraft. She needs to go to jail. I am not normally on the side of the main character going to jail, but the best friend was innocent. I don't think people realize just how many car accidents are caused by idiotic passengers and not the drivers. I am pissed off at 3 different things. First, I am sick, so if I sound weird, that's why. Secondly, the library was such a pain getting this book to me. And third, this was just the summary. I did not even get into the book yet. I love the library, but it's a pain sometimes for no reason whatsoever. I was trying to find a Minecraft book part of the crash. The website showed that it wasn't in stock. I find out days later that they redid the entire website, so some books fell through the cracks. Library, I am so sorry. I know this wasn't true because I remember that kids section. I decided to go there, and voila! There it is! The fantastic book! The book cover, though, has an excellent use of eye-catching glitching for video games. The main thing is the Enderman, and that's definitely a plot point. Therefore, the cover shows the main antagonist to excite with the eye-catching visuals for people to pick it up, like myself. Because I am a simple person. Plot revolved around the main goal causing a deadly car crash. Like I said before, the girl shoves her phone into her best friend's face while he is driving to school. That is the context to the car crash. The most irritating thing about it is that the phone is Minecraft related. It was so unimportant. I can understand if the phone had something like a family death or a roadmap on it. The girl's reaction is unnecessary, but I guess panic short circuits the brain or something. I already dislike this main character from the start. How does one person mess up this badly for Minecraft? Come on! you are driving to a football game with your best friend. She proceeds to shove her phone in your face, causing a car crash. Your now ex-friend is in the hospital, paralyzed from the crash. You watch as she gets to play VR Minecraft, but she as a player and you as a villager. I found VR Minecraft interesting, so I googled it. Apparently there was one, but they don't update it at all anymore. It's an old relic of the past times, apparently. The headset gives way to a multiplayer Minecraft world. The only problem is that there's a glitch in the system, which is probably some nonsense with the Enderman. The system is an interesting world building situation because the server gets affected by the player's emotional states. The children get to lean on each other before having emotional breakdowns. If one does break down, the player will become a mob spawner. Each player spawns a different mob, like a witch or an enderman. By the way, it's a mod. Some kid just decides, okay, yeah, I made a mod. Here you go. This child's a magician and has been there because he has cancer for like years on end. He's a Minecraft boss though, and a hacker. Like, let's go. He'll definitely be a tech guy. The two ways to avoid or succeed in a breakdown is either to calm the child down by emotional support or fleeing the scene. The long-term solution works if a child is stubborn like the main goal. She is riddled with guilt and denial from the crash that she has caused. She found out she killed her best friend and refuses to believe it, as denial works in everybody, even mortals, I guess. She found her friend as a villager so she can go on this adventure with him, even though he is dead. The girl refuses to take the headset off because she wants her and best friend here to go defeat the Ender Dragon because that was their plan all along. Her reasonable online friends join her so she doesn't do anything reckless during the plan. The worst thing she can do is hurt herself. I remember some weird mechanic where, like, if you die in VR, you die in real life or something. I don't know if I'm messing that up with a different book or not, but this feels right. Ah, well, she'll lose the best friend. Ruined emotional states hurt the player a lot more than any mob, especially grieving ones. The main girl is very grating and annoying to deal with, but again, she is in a compromised mental state. I understand the reason. She is 15, but she killed a guy. care for this book. I did not connect with the main character at all. Something about her kept bothering me throughout the book. I found out what it is days later. She should be in jail. The ending, that's what it was. She had an instant switch up at the end from annoyingly stubborn to immediately happy to have friends who care about her. It was way too quick. The mango instantly accepted her best friend's death. From heartbreak with denial to regret to the last 2 pages of I am happy with my new friends. The emotional switch should have been earlier than straight at the end. Emotions are complicated, so an immediate switch up messes with the entire pace. The emotional states of realistic people in realistic settings, such as a hospital, should have small emotional changes. A realistic person heals in small moments throughout a large time span. I'm hanging on to this bit because it's the end. Readers know a good book sucks if the ending is terrible. People can excuse a bad book for the ending. Good book, bad ending equals bad book. Everything else was good. The biggest mistake of a good book is to mess up the ending. It was a hiccup, but I'm disappointed. Yet I am an adult reading a kid's book. A child would believe otherwise, but most don't have the emotional intelligence to see that the goal should have been in juvie. I find her annoying and stubborn. I believe I just hate her utter stupidity with being a passenger in a car. As a driver myself, people are idiots. But now I know to watch out for the passengers. For example, if you're in a car crash and it's a he said, she said, one of them had a passenger, they will either agree with that other person and make you look dumb because they were the passenger and it doesn't matter if they lied. Another thought, would the other driver who hit the best friend go to jail for manslaughter? The friend is dead. The other driver isn't at fault because the book specifically says the girl did it. Therefore, the only problem for the other driver would be a longer court case. If the other driver was at fault, then they would be charged with manslaughter, especially if they were speeding, drunk, or drugged up. The problem, the girl didn't get blamed, and the driver is dead. Therefore, in the eyes of the justice system, the other driver got the manslaughter charge. If this was like a teen book, we would have gotten that other court case. Like, the girl would totally have been in the wrong and would have gotten to jail for that if that was a teen book. The whole Minecraft journey and the crash itself would be about half of the book, while the other half is just situation. But, like, it's a kid's book. So, yeah, you get healed, you get new friends, you just completely ignore that you killed your best friend. See, I'm mad. I'm mad about it. But this feels much better. I feel much better after talking about that.